Right now, everybody is moving to cryptocurrency because it's not traceable, neither is it taxable. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Money, the system of money is not the printed one is very small. Right now, everybody is moving to cryptocurrency because it's not traceable, neither is it taxable. So even those who wants to be wealthy for a long time are moving there. Yes. So today, there is a way that somebody can be a billionaire and nobody can trace. Because the moment you enter the crypto world, you are untraceable. So today they can hijack your life or blackmail you or do anything, and they'll tell you pay us in cryptocurrency because no bank can trace you. And it's not taxable. Kambeka bibi. Tia no better few 1 year also when you're here. Use it to learn forex trading. Don't waste your life. Because there is a well somewhere. And they have shifted the real money there. That is where real businesses are happening now. Because it can't be taxed. Everywhere in the world, it can't be taxed. There are people who work for companies and they say, pay me in cryptocurrency because I need to escape tax. And these are people who don't know God. And they're operating in such realms. And obese who dear radiate up a bomb person major billionaire. Are there chinyane the bibi namne no say ya. At the bibi namne no say ya. No the coba, but you could have sat down and acquire knowledge. Acquire knowledge. Sit back. And say I would dare me near to my ear, me here. I mean, go see us out the way. I mean, go see us out the way. So you sit back at home and be trading in currencies. So my generations here and you, I'm not teaching you what to do. So you are helping us. I'm not teaching you what to do. So this thing, the first time I saw somebody do it, somebody close to me do it, I nearly stopped there. Because me who lines now did the work, I nearly stopped there. I realized that no, you're a man of God. Go and apply wisdom before you give instruction. That was when I decided to go and set into it. And later said, this is the work of intellectuals, brokers, forex traders, trading online. And then I realized I started to probe deeper into it. And I realized that the world is quickly shifting into an IT world, an AI world. And very soon, you'll find people holding money. Everything will be traded online. And rather, I have to tell people to be smart. We are Juma, we are physical workers. Because they are creating robots to come and replace you. So you must find your own work online. Because they are busily creating robots. And over time, they will need you. So if you want to be useful, enter the AI world and be useful. That is when those who are studying it today will sit home and find work and be working for themselves, and those who were busily working about will now be struggling on what to do. I just realized that there are schools all around. If you don't have anything doing, study it. Pay $100 before Shazi. Who trade failure, trade be mate. Kososa, suadie. We learn it, learn. It was after I found out and I asked the person who was doing it beside me. That's when he showed me books. Then I realized it's not for the lazy. It's not for the lazy. Books na the books na kesi ni. They have to learn it. Kusua biwate. So for bompai na usuade. Bompai na usuade. Na me be shene when ni munyamo abrabo. One of the ways to be relevant to humanity is farming. Farming.
Good. So after listening to what Pastor Elvis had to say about cryptocurrencies, I had to put these things together for you to have an in-depth understanding of what cryptocurrencies are. So the very first one we are going to look at is what is cryptocurrency? What is cryptocurrency? Then the next one will be examples or classifications of cryptocurrency. Then we will look at how cryptocurrency works. Then later we talk about the advantages, disadvantages. Then we will talk about how people make money from crypto. And under this, we are going to talk about crypto mining. We will talk about holding. We will talk about airdrops. We will talk about daily trading of cryptocurrencies. So stay glued to the end. So let's start with the very first one. What is cryptocurrency? So now cryptocurrency in simple terms simply means that a virtual form of money that can be equally used for the exchange of goods and services. So it's a digital asset. You can't see it, you can't touch it, but then you can equally use it just as you are using fiat money. So fiat money simply means, the physical monies we use, we call them fiat money. The dollars, the pounds, Ghana cedi, euros, they are all called fiat money. So when you look at the name crypto, the very first cryptocurrency, when you look at crypto means hidden, and currency means money. So just from the name alone, we can deduce the actual meaning of cryptocurrencies. So in a nutshell, you can say it's a hidden money. Okay, so cryptocurrency, and the crypto is coming from cryptography, and cryptography is secretly keeping information to make it safe. So cryptocurrency, aside we knowing that it's a digital form of money, it's also a way of encrypting information so that it becomes safer. So we will look at the advantages of cryptocurrency moving forward. So that's what cryptocurrencies are. In a nutshell, they are virtual forms or digital forms of money that can equally be used for the exchange of goods and services, even over the internet. So we have to understand something about money, that money has evolved over time. A time came whereby people used to do barter trading, whereby goods were exchanged for goods. We got to a time whereby people were use minerals like gold, diamond, silver, bauxite to exchange goods and services. Then we got to an era whereby minerals were turned into coins, and coins were used for the exchange of goods and services. Then it came to paper money. With the paper money, government imposed authority on this paper money. So with every currency you have with you, even as I'm talking right now, you can take it and look at it very well. I have with me here the Ghana cedis, and just beneath where the governor's signature is and the date to which the money was produced, you see that there is a note there which reads that, I'm reading mine here, this note is issued on statutory authority and is legal tender for the payment of any amount. So this notice you see over there is the authority that the government of countries have imposed on the currency they are using. So any paper money you hold is just paper. What actually gives it value is that short note they write on the papers. That gives it that value. So money got to that era, and we are still living in that era. Okay, so from this we now come to digital forms of money. Some have their monies on their credit card, some on their mobile money wallet and what have you. But now in this 21st century, Money has evolved and now it's cryptocurrency. Okay, the information that you need about your transactions and everything are kept hidden, and there are advantages and disadvantages to this. So as you listen, we are going to see all of these things. So that's it. So now let's go to the examples or classifications of cryptocurrencies. So I believe by now you've heard about cryptocurrencies a lot, and you've heard terms like stable coins, altcoins, Bitcoin, and a whole lot. Now what you have to understand is that I will do the classification in three different forms. One, Bitcoin; two, altcoins; and three, stable coins. So what is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is actually the mother of all cryptocurrencies. It was the very first cryptocurrency that was birthed somewhere in 2009 with a value not even up to 1 cent or even $1. It was about $0.005 or so. So Bitcoin is equally crypto, but then it's the very first crypto that came into existence. And currently there are a whole lot of cryptocurrencies, different types of cryptocurrencies. We have Ethereum, we have Dogecoin, we have XRP, we have Crypto, we have Avax. There are a whole lot of crypto, about thousands of them. And any other cryptocurrency aside Bitcoin is called altcoin. And some of the prominent altcoins we know is Ethereum, XRP, Dogecoin, Avax. You see, and even under altcoins we have what we call meme coins. And these meme coins, mostly they are not actually currently utilized much for the exchange of goods and services. Okay, they are kind of projects. I call them crypto projects. So example, you can hear of PP, you can hear of Dogecoin, and this meme coin, they tend to looking at their characteristics, they tend to mimic animals a lot, I don't know why they use those imageries to, classify them or to present them. That's the right way to present them to the market. But they are meme coins. They are actually projects. So I believe with things like the meme coin, that like the Dogecoin and the PP and the Wikicat and what have you, in the womb of time they are going to have value very much. I'm not going to go into details. And by reason of how their makeup or formation is, they'll be the right currencies to use at the long run for the transaction of goods and services. But there are more into it. Okay, so all those things are classified as altcoins. All those other cryptocurrencies aside Bitcoin are classified as altcoins, and we have meme coins, just as I've explained. Then we have stable coins. Now, one thing about cryptocurrency when it was birthed was that cryptocurrencies are highly volatile, meaning today the prices can shoot up about 10,000% increment, and in some few minutes or some few hours it will drop drastically. So if let's say you made millions overnight, you can lose millions in the next few minutes. So this brought the people in the crypto space, or people who are into cryptocurrency projects and coming up with some of these coins, were like, no, they have to get a stable coin. So stable coins are kind of tantamount to fiat currencies. Okay, stable coins are kind of tantamount to fiat currencies. So let's say with a fiat currency like US dollar or the US dollars, we have a relative stable coin in crypto called USDT or Tether USD. So that's a stable coin. We have other examples like USDC, we have True USD, we have Binance USD. These are stable coins, and these stable coins, what they do is that they are, as their name goes, they are not affected by the market volatility. So let's say if let's say someone makes money from Bitcoin about $100,000 profit from Bitcoin, the person can convert it into a stable coin, so that in a few minutes, if the value of Bitcoin drops, that $100,000 he made, he's not going to lose it, but it's still going to be there as in like stable. Okay, so with most meme coins, altcoins, blah blah blah, when traders make money from some of these things, they tend to convert them into a stable coin, and it is with these stable coins mostly that they are converted even into fiat money. And I've done a video on how to convert your physical money into cryptocurrency, or cryptocurrency into your physical money. You can go to my page and look for that video. It's a smooth process. Okay, so when people make money from cryptocurrencies, they tend to convert them into a stable coin, and with that one they can keep it in their wallets, in their exchanges for quite some time before they actually use it to do anything else which they want to use it for. So now we've talked about cryptocurrency, we've talked about the examples or classifications of cryptocurrency. Now the third thing is how it works. So cryptocurrency works on a technology we call blockchain technology. And this blockchain technology is an interconnection of computers worldwide. And what they do is that as people are doing transactions over the internet using cryptocurrencies, these blockchains tend to keep records and also validate the transaction. So it's on this platform of blockchain technology that every crypto transaction actually works on. So we'll be coming to how people make money from cryptocurrency, but then let me just give you a tip. The tip is that this blockchain, as people are doing the transaction, buying and selling of cryptocurrencies, the blockchains keep records and also solves a very difficult puzzle to validate the transactions. With the processes ongoing, it's not like the banking system that you see the name of the sender, the address of the sender, and all those things. No, with cryptocurrencies, it's encrypted. So this blockchain technology or system tends to solve a difficult puzzle in order to validate the transaction or the whole process. And the people who actually do the puzzling or solving of the problem are cryptocurrency miners. So the more they mine the cryptocurrencies, like they are helping the blockchain technology to function very well. So the mining process, as cryptocurrency miners are about their work and their mining in the same manner or at that same point in time, the process of the mining is validating transactions. So these cryptocurrency projects agencies, they tend to reward miners a lot because they are helping the blockchain technology to function very well. So how does cryptocurrency works? It works on a blockchain technology, and I've explained what actually happens in that whole process. So let's also jump to the advantages of cryptocurrencies. Now there are a whole lot of advantages of cryptocurrencies, even over fiat money, as well as disadvantages. So I've listed some here, and let me just quickly run through them so that you have an understanding of what's going on. So the first advantage is that the identity of senders and receivers are hidden. Secondly, you have a 24-hour or hours transaction. You save yourself from high inflations imposed by governments. You save yourself from bank hassling. When you go to the bank, you have to join a long queue and stuff like that. And it also breaks down or cuts down a lot of barrier when you are sending money from someone who isn't around your vicinity or your location or even your country. Also, there is a very short time period for transactions. You can do it in the comfort of your homes, and also there are low charges for transactions and they are relatively faster. So let me talk about the very first one, hiding of identification. So what happened, as I explained initially, cryptocurrency simply means that it's a virtual money, and the technology behind it is that information is hidden. So when someone goes to a banking system, and when someone goes to a bank and wants to go and cash out money, the teller in the bank or the accountant or whoever they meet, as they are doing the transaction, they know the person, they know the amount of money he is actually dealing with, they know the money that runs through the person's account. And some of these things are very risky because you don't know who you are actually interacting with. And some of these people, they can actually partner or collide with other people, criminals or armed robbers, to spot your identity, know your location, know your address, and they will come and attack you at your home, at the comfort of your home. Then they will steal the money from you. So assume, let's say you go and withdraw $1 million, you are going to use it for your own project or stuff like that. You don't know the teller that you encountered with, the bank manager or whosoever. Once they know your name, they know your identity, your location and everything, they may or they can collide with other people, criminals or armed robbers, and they can attack you. And they were able to do this because they know your identity, they know your name, they know your location, they know your email, they know your contact and all those things. But with crypto, there is nothing like that. All you know about the sender or receiver is the address. So you can see that those who have entered into crypto transactions before, that it's a matter of address. If you are sending money to someone, all you need is the relative address in the particular cryptocurrency that you are sending. So if it is Bitcoin, the sender will want to receive a Bitcoin address from the receiver. And also you need a network, you need a crypto network, so it has to be the same network. The sender's network has to be the same network as that of the receiver and the address. So these are some of the things that gives crypto a benefit. And the second one is 24-hour transaction. So the thing is that, looking at banking system, it's mostly 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 p.m, maximum let's say 6 p.m. So after that, you can't do transaction again unless you wait for the following day, or even at weekends certain banks don't work. But then with cryptocurrencies, at the comfort of your home, you can do the transaction at any point in time. You can send money to anyone at any point in time, whether at dawn, morning, afternoon, evening, anytime, weekends, you can just send money to the person. So that's it. And the other thing too has to do with location hustle, what I call location hustle, or the fact that someone is very far away and you have to send the money to the person. With the banking system, I'm in Ghana, and with the banking system, if you want to receive some money from someone overseas, the person has to, one, go to the bank at where he or she is. Two, the person has to input your details and everything, and subscribe to a money sending agency. So let's say MoneyGram. So after MoneyGram, they will send the money, and the money will come down to where you are, let's say in Ghana here. And I have to also go to a bank where they run this MoneyGram service. I have to go there, they have to do the transaction for me, then before I can get the physical money. So look at the process, about 4 different processes at a time for someone to send money to you overseas, you see. But then in cryptocurrencies, all you need is a person's address, as I said earlier on, and you just send or receive, and that's all. The person can withdraw the money anytime he or she wants, and the person is good to go. Then bank hustling, with cryptocurrencies, you do it at the comfort of your home, your office, everywhere you find yourself. Unlike the traditional banks that you have to go to them, go and join long queues. Some people will show you attitude. If you are not literate enough, they'll treat you some way. It was all because of some of these things that cryptocurrency was bettered out, you see. So let's jump to the next one, inflation, high inflation. So we believe that high inflations occur when governments tend to, it's believed in the crypto space that when government want to do something fishy, they will just cause high inflation and stuff like that. So with that, with the little money you saved, you are going to at the long run lose it to the government. So cryptocurrency is not managed or controlled by government, it is controlled by the people. Cryptocurrency is controlled by you and me. So as we use cryptocurrencies regularly, its value may appreciate or it may depreciate. So it's not controlled by any government. No government has any authority over any cryptocurrency. So what you also hear sometimes is that it works on a decentralized platform, so decentralized means that it's not centered on a government, it's centered even on the people. And another thing you also have to understand is that the transaction time is very short. It's very very short. So if I'm here and I'm sending crypto to another person in UK, immediately I send the money, that's all, instantly, maximum about 1 minute the person should get the money. So there is a short transaction time, and also the charges are relatively low. As compared to bank transactions. And lastly, as I've been saying over and over again, you do it at the comfort of your homes. So these are some of the advantages of cryptocurrencies even over fiat money in the banking system. And the other disadvantages is that, one, high volatility. So cryptocurrencies are highly volatile. So people who actually feel this a lot are cryptocurrency traders. So you can trade cryptocurrency and make a lot of money, but in a few minutes, few days, few weeks, you can lose everything as a go. Why? Because it is highly volatile. Prices may shoot up extraordinarily and it may drop drastically as well. So it's highly volatile. And I've stated why or how this has been kept in a way, and it's by reason of the formation of stable coins. Okay, so yes, and the other thing too is that once information or identity is hidden, if any scammer tends to scam you through cryptocurrency, you are not going to fish the person out because his information credentials are all hidden, so you can't figure it out. If you are not careful enough and they dupe you, they are gone with your money. Unlike fiat money, that when someone steals from you, at least you have a CCTV camera, you may have people's information, their bio data, that maybe you can report to the police and they can follow up on you, arrest the people, get you back your money. But with this, once someone dupes you through cryptocurrency or a scammer dupes you using cryptocurrency address, that's all. You can't know where the person is. And that brings us to the very next disadvantage, which is using a wrong transaction address. So if you don't use the right transaction address and correspondent to the right cryptocurrency being transacted or the right network over which the transaction is taking place, then you are going to lose the money. And if you lose the money, you can't do anything about it. And I think the last one I will touch on is the fact that all this thing is done on the internet or over the internet. So if someone is smarter enough to, or is very skillful in hacking into people's accounts, then your account might be hacked. And once hacked, a whole lot of things can take place for your funds and your money to be stolen. But even with this, with the cryptocurrency exchanges and the wallet addresses that we have, the crypto wallets that we have, there are so many diverse ways you can confirm the transaction. So some, they'll send you some verification codes over your email, to your email, your contact number. You have to do some facial verification, and a whole lot of things. So but then irrespective, once someone who knows how to hack very well hacks into your account, they can steal your assets or your money from you. So these are some of the disadvantages of trading cryptocurrencies, and the advantages as well, as I've already mentioned. Now let's go to how people make money from cryptocurrencies. How people make money from cryptocurrencies. So the very first one, or let me list them. So people make money from cryptocurrency through airdrops, mining, holding, and daily trading of crypto. So mining, what's mining? So mining, as I explained earlier on, it's a process or a system of processes that has to go on for the blockchain technology by which cryptocurrencies function is stable, or that blockchain is able to function very well. So what these miners are doing is that they are helping the blockchain technology function very well. Aside that, too, the process of doing that also leads to the bringing up of new cryptocurrencies. I mean, in specific, with specific to the particular cryptocurrency in question. So we have Bitcoin miners. As they are mining, they are helping the Bitcoin ecosystem to function, and they are also helping in the generation of new Bitcoins. So if it is AVAX, if it is XRP, if it is Dogecoin, if it is BIC, if it is Cake, if it is XLM, a whole lot. There are miners who tend to help the system function, and as they are doing that, they lead to the bringing up of new cryptocurrencies. And as a result of this, these cryptocurrency agencies or owners tend to reward miners. So some prominent or successful miners, after them, they have a very huge computerized system to facilitate the mining process. So, and a whole lot of people have been asking, anytime people hear of cryptocurrency, they are thinking of mining. And mining is not the only thing that actually lets people make money in the crypto space. And even with this, because of the lack of knowledge or understanding concerning mining, people tend to feed on the ignorance of others in order to steal them. So they'll come and tell you that they have a crypto mining app, they have a crypto mining website, blah blah blah. You have to invest before you can mine and all those things. Yes, some are legit, but most of them are scammers and they are fake. So you have to be very careful. And the next one I'll touch on is airdrops. So with the airdrops, these are free crypto giveaways. When new cryptocurrencies are being birthed out, or let me say when new cryptocurrency projects is coming up, what they do is that in a form of advertisement or in a form of helping their ecosystem broaden or go far, reach out to a lot of people, they tend to give you some tokens of their cryptocurrency. So I remember, or it's said that when Bitcoin came into existence, and they did a lot of airdrops. Some people were receiving 100 bitcoins, some were receiving 10 bitcoins for free. As you advertise Bitcoin, as you help propagate the message and a whole lot of things, they give you some. So let's say if in 2009, people had, let me say someone had about 10 bitcoins as a then for free, and the person has been able to keep it up to this time, then just calculate it. Today, one bitcoin, as at the time I'm doing this video, one bitcoin is worth about $110,000. So multiply 10 by 110,000, and you see that it's a whole lot of money. Okay, millions of dollars. And the person would have gotten it for free without investing anything. So that's how people also make money from crypto. They spot new crypto projects, they help with advertisements, they help with a whole lot of things. Then they are awarded the crypto. So when it gains value, they can sell, then make some money from it. Then others to buy and hold. So holding, the term is hold, but I believe that it was actually hold. So you buy and you keep, or you hold for quite some time for the money or for the crypto to gain value before you sell, then you make money. So making money from crypto using the holding system is quite a long-term investment in crypto. So back to Bitcoin. When Bitcoin was about $1, if someone had bought about $100 worth of Bitcoin, that would have been 100 Bitcoins. If Bitcoin was $1 is to one Bitcoin, then if the person bought 100 Bitcoins as identity, of course the person $100. So let's say about 10 years ago, if the person bought about 10 years ago, 10 years today, that $100 would worth a million or millions or tens of millions or thousands of millions of US dollars. I hope you get it. So it's kind of a long-term investment, and there are a whole lot of crypto projects that have come up that you can invest in, proper ones. When you go back to my page, I have recorded videos of prophesied crypto projects. You can spot them. We have the XRP, Prepay, WikiCat, and the Kingdom Coin, Billy Cat, and a whole lot of them. Dogecoin. Okay, you can actually invest in some of these things. Then you wait. You just buy, then you put it down. You just wait for some years to gain value. Then you can sell some and keep some to let the system run. Because one thing about crypto is that if we are all selling everything at any point in time, it will collapse the project. So you don't have to sell everything. When you make a good amount of money, at least keep some to let the system function. Yeah, so that's it. Then the last one I will touch on, and making money from crypto, is trading cryptocurrencies. And when it comes to trading cryptocurrencies, there are about two main ways, or yes, two main ways that people can trade cryptocurrencies. And trading, what's trading in itself? Trading simply means buying and selling. In a nutshell, trading means buying and selling. So compared to a normal trader who sells at the market, the person goes to buy things, okay, put them into a finished product, go back to the market and sell the things in order to make money. If not buying things to put them together into to make them a finished product, some people too can go and buy finished product at a lower price, send it to the market, sell it at a higher price, then they make money. So the central reference of trading simply means to buy and to sell. So we have daily traders. Who are doing this, trading every day on a daily basis. They buy crypto, they sell, they buy, they sell, they buy, they sell. So generally, crypto trading is a way that you can make money. And under it, we have two types of trading. We have the spot trading and we have the futures trading, or the future trading. Now I'll touch briefly on this. Spot trading. Anytime you are doing a spot trading in cryptocurrency, what you do is that you are actually buying the cryptocurrencies as an asset. So this can be linked to the fact that you are buying and you are holding. Okay, but then with daily traders, they don't hold for years. No, they hold for maybe some few days or some few hours, then they take their profit. So with spot trading, what you are doing is that you are buying the cryptocurrency as an asset. So let me give an example. If let's say you go to the market to buy pen, a writing pen, okay, you buy just one pen at a price of, let's say, $2, and you actually bought the pen to sell for, let's say, $5 in order to make a profit of $3. So after buying the pen, now you have the pen as an asset. So assuming after you've gotten the pen, the following day you went to the market and other traders are selling the pen at a price of, let's say, $1. Now if you sell the pen at $1, it means you are going to lose $1. Why? Because you bought the pen at $2. So one thing you have to understand with spot trading is that as you buy the pen at a price of $2, no matter how the value of the pen depreciates, you still have your pen as an asset. So let the pen even depreciate to $0.5, and let it depreciate even to $0, you still have your pen. You've not lost the pen. So there are a lot of people who buy cryptocurrencies, and the following day or some few weeks ahead of them, when they check the value of the crypto, they see it's depreciated, and as a result of that, they think their money is gone, they've lost their money and stuff like that. No, you've not lost any money. Your money is still there, just that you now have the pen or the crypto as an asset. You've not lost it. If you only lose your money if the asset is missing. So with this example, if the pen gets missing, then it means you've lost your money actually. But once you still have the pen, then it means in the womb of time the value of the pen may appreciate, and when it appreciates to your preferred value, you can now sell to make your profit. So there is no loss anywhere. When you are trading the spot market, you don't lose any money. When you are trading the spot market, or yes, spot markets, as a crypto trader, you are not losing any money. Just that the other thing you have to understand is that the profits you make trading the spot market is very little compared to the futures trading. So with spot trading, you don't lose any money. It is zero risk. Just that it may take time for you to make profit, or secondly, your profit to be smaller than compared to the futures trading. So that's it. Then the futures trading. Now with the futures trading, it's like you are entering into a contract with other traders, and you are projecting into the next move of the market. So let's say if you are trading Ethereum, and you are like, okay, fine, in the next few days, or in the next few hours, the price of Ethereum is going to shoot up, and other traders too say that, okay, now the price is going to shoot down. So what happens is that as you enter into that contract, if you enter into a contract saying that the price of Ethereum, or let's say Bitcoin, is going to shoot up, and it shoots up, then it means the more it goes up, the more you make profit. And the other way around, if you give that projection that, or enter into the contract that the Ethereum or the crypto you are trading is going to go up, and it rather goes down, then it means the more the value depreciates, the more you are losing your money. This is on a contract basis. You see, it's the futures trading is on a contract basis. But then what you have to understand is that with the futures trading, the prices are relatively higher than the spot trading, but then it is highly risky, and this is where a lot of people lose their money in crypto. They lose their money in crypto, or even certain agencies come and tell you that, oh, they'll trade for you and they'll give you a profit every day, every minute. You have an amount of crypto you can get, and a whole lot of things. All those things, most of them are scammers. If they are not scammers, then it means those agencies are taking your money to trade futures on your behalf, and with that, once they make profits, then they can give you some. But if the market goes against their predictions or their projections, then it means they are going to lose their money. And if they lose the money, they can't bear the cost. You have to bear the cost, so they will run away and leave you. I hope you get the dynamics here. So that's it. And this thing about having a stabilized income trading crypto is not real, because on a normal day, no one can go to the market and say that, oh, okay, every day when I go to the market, I'm going to make a profit of, let's say, $1,000 on a daily basis as I go to the market. No, sometimes the profit will decrease, sometimes to increase. At times you won't make profit at all, and in very extreme cases, there may be certain things that may transpire over on the market that will warrant you to lose some of your some of your goods that you are trading with. So on a normal day, you can't specifically say that every day in my trading I'm going to make this amount of profits. No, successful traders don't even trade like that, not to talk of agencies or companies doing that. No, it doesn't happen. So those into this crypto project, crypto groups and crypto companies, that they give you a very fixed amount of return on investment, please be very careful. Most of them are scammers. They will run away with your money. If you want to know the right way to trade, I have a group. You can join the group. You can join me. I will explain all of these things for you. I will show you the right way to trade and a whole lot of things. Okay, so please, let's be vigilant and let's be careful. I've taught you all the dynamics when it comes to crypto trading and stuff like that. And personally, I have a robot, an AI technology I use to do this trading thing. So what I do is that it's a robot actually, and I bind it to my cryptocurrency exchanger. Now, cryptocurrency exchanges are like cryptocurrency bank accounts. So you are the only one who have access to it. No other third party can withdraw money, can deposit money without your approval. So I have example is Binance, and I've done a video on Binance already, so you can go back to my page, make reference and study or learn about doing transactions on Binance. So I have this AI technology that I use to trade cryptocurrencies, and I mostly trade the spot market. Yes, because I don't want to risk losing a lot of money. Though I do venture into, futures trading and stuff like that. That's when I spot a very good opportunity in the market. I switch to futures. So anyone interested in this AI technology can join the group that I've put. You can join the WhatsApp link or the Telegram link. I've just put them at the description button or section. You can go there, click the links, join the groups, and let's take it out from there. So today we've seen a whole lot of things. I believe this message has been profitable to you, and so I believe we've learned a lot as well about cryptocurrency, the classifications, for examples, how it works, advantages, disadvantages, making money from the crypto space. So I put this one up to let people have a wider knowledge or understanding about cryptocurrency. So if it has been a blessing to you, kindly forward it to someone. Let the church, I prefer the church learning from some of these things and investing earlier, knowing that God has spoken through his able prophets about cryptocurrencies and how he wants the church to dominate money, in the years ahead of us. So please, I don't want anyone to lag behind. I don't want us to be ignorant of certain things and let the people at the other side take advantage and dominate, even as they are even dominating now. God wants to transfer funds to the church. So please, like, comment, share it to a whole lot of people, share it to a whole lot of groups, share it to them, let them also learn. Then together we rise. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you for everything. Shalom.